Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Makes Movies. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, so be prepared for a week of 2025 movie reviews because I'm currently doing 6 cinema trips this week for brand new movies. Well, no, technically 5 because one of them is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, but I will be reviewing that film because I would love to review all of Jim Carrey's films. So that will be the first one on the channel, and I'm looking forward to it. It's one of his more serious roles. I cannot talk today, and I look forward to seeing it on the big screen. But anyway, this is the first video of those reviews, and today it is for Companion. This is the new horror film that came out at the end of January. Literally, this was the last showing at my local cinema, so I'm so glad I got to see it there. But yes, so let's get into the little bit of a plot synopsis, and then we'll get into my thoughts. Okay, so just to give you a very basic plot summary, we are following the characters of Josh and Iris. They look like this really lovely couple, but it turns out Iris is a companion robot. Now, this is not a spoiler because this is advertised in both the trailers. And we are basically following these two characters who go away for the weekend. I'm not going to say any more than that because I like to stay as spoiler-free as possible. But let's get into my thoughts. So I had seen the trailer for this quite some time ago in my local cinema. It's from the company that did The Notebook, and also this is from the creators of Barbarian. Now, bearing in mind, I have not seen Barbarian, but I have seen The Notebook, so I thought, why not? The trailer looked a little bit different, it seemed a bit unique, so I thought, give it a go, you never know. And funny enough, I actually nearly didn't go to this. So I had worked before I went to go see this. This was at like 8:40 in the evening. And unfortunately, I did actually have a bit of a stressful day at work. And at one point, I was like, do I really need to go see this in the cinema? I could just wait till it comes to streaming. I'm tired. It was a whole big thing. I mean, I couldn't even be asked to cook myself anything too much. I ended up putting pizza in the oven. But I'll tell you what, I'm so glad I went to go and see it on the big screen. Oh, so happy. There was only one other person in the cinema with me. That was lovely as well. Although I hate it when there's only 2 of you in the cinema and you've got like the sweet bag, like, because I had chocolate buttons, and then you end up making noises. I always feel so awkward. But anyway, so I'm actually really glad that I got to see it on the big screen. It is worth it. And you know what? I'm going to be completely honest here. I think it was better than Nosferatu. I'm sorry, I will admit it. I enjoyed this more than I did Nosferatu. I love the cinematography in Nosferatu and some other little bits. But when I watched Companion, I got more reaction. I felt so much better watching this film. And honestly, my favourite film so far out of the films I have seen, this is my favourite film so far. I definitely will be picking this up on day one when it comes out physically because I need to watch this again. There were shocking moments in this. There were things that I was not expecting in this either. Like certain situations that happen and certain moments. I was shocked. I laughed. I literally couldn't believe what I was watching. And I'm so glad. Like I said, it's worth seeing it on the big screen. I'm glad it's something that didn't go straight to streaming. It was just lovely. I enjoyed it so much. Jack Quaid played Josh. He absolutely played a menacing character quite well. I will say, better than how he played his character in Scream 5. And that is saying something because he was quite psychotic in that one. However, in this film, I feel like he did much better. I feel like this is his role. And honestly, like, I think if I'm going to be honest here, I kind of preferred this over Scream 5. I know I can't believe I'm saying that. But I haven't actually seen much of Jack Quaid's stuff. I've seen him in a couple of other little things. But the one thing, like I said, that sticks out to me is Scream 5, but that's because that was recent. However, the main thing I will say is that Sophie Thatcher, who plays Iris, the companion robot, she did amazing for the role that she had to play and what she had to do. Amazing from start to finish. I loved her character. I felt bad for her and everything that she was going through. And just, honestly, it was so good. so good. And even the side characters were good. They weren't amazing like our two main characters, but they were enjoyable, especially the gay couple we had in this film. I loved them. They were so adorable. But no, they didn't over-explain everything. They literally just let the plot go. Some really weird moments in this film, I will admit. But it's the good weird, not the bad weird. So I will give them their dues on that one. I think the effects they had on this as well, which was the bare minimum, by the way, looked great. I think from what I can see, it was practical mostly. So we will go with that. I will say though, my only gripe with this film and what knocked it down was that the ending did drag a little bit. It was at one point it felt like it was going to end, but then it carried on. Then it had that same thing again where I thought it was going to end, but then it carried on. So it was kind of like Into the Woods in that sense, where when I'd seen that film, it got to a certain point, looked like they were going to wrap it up, and then they carried on. So I will say that's the only thing that I didn't really like, was it dragged at the end. Like that last part of the film, that last half hour, it just dragged a little bit for me, and that's why I marked it down. Because if they hadn't dragged it out, don't get me wrong, it was a good ending. I liked it. But it just dragged a little bit, and it was just a little bit frustrating, but you can get over it completely. I mean, there was some really cool kills in the sinks. This is a horror film, everyone knows this. Obviously we see the characters in blood as well, because we see that in the main trailer. But some of the kills in this, whew. When Dead Meat do their horror awards next year, I hope some of them get nominated, because they were just brilliant. But Companion, out of the horror films we got in January, of the ones I'd seen anyway, which, to be honest, was just Nosferatu and this one. I didn't see Wolfman. Still need to watch it. This is my favourite. And they say that January is the dumping ground for movies. Nosferatu and Companion were really good horror movies. So, yeah, but for me, I preferred Companion so much. I honestly, and I've put this on my review for Letterboxd, I wouldn't mind seeing Megan going up against Iris. Come on. Someone else has got to think and agree with me with that one. Come on. I want to hear in the comments. Would you not want to see that? Would you not want to see the dancing Megan go up against Iris? Come on. I know they said about Megan and Chucky. I want Megan and Iris. I'm just saying. But no, from start to finish, this was a really good film. Like I said, I'm so glad I got to see it on the big screen. It was definitely worth it, hearing the surround sound. I wish they had a bit more of a soundtrack, but that's another thing. That's just I don't care too much about that. But yeah, it's just the ending. The ending dragged a little bit. But, like I said, day one pickup. As soon as it comes out on physical media. I hope it gets a 4K release. That'd be lovely. If it doesn't, I definitely will be picking it up on Blu-ray. And adding this to my collection. And you know what? I'd probably add it to my Valentine's Day watch list. Do not care. I'd even watch it multiple times throughout the year. That is how much I enjoyed it. And as I say, just Sophie Thatcher. She did just such amazing in that role. She did so good. Say, I laughed. I was shocked. I was grossed out. There was so many different emotions. But yeah, by far, my favourite film so far this year, out of all the films I've seen, which is 4? Nosferatu, Baby Girl, We Live in Time. Yeah, this will be my 4th film, I think. Because I didn't do a review for Baby Girl and We Live in Time, but I will do those. I will do. I will do those. But Companion, by far my favourite film. And I look forward to seeing what the other horror films do this year. But honestly, thinking about it, the only thing that might top it might be Heart Eyes. If not, I think Companion might be my favourite horror film of this year. Oh, I love it. It's got me reinvigorated for horror. And just, yeah, if you have not watched it and there is still showings at your local cinema, go do it. If not, definitely watch it on streaming if it's free. Or when it's on sale, whichever you prefer, or pick it up physically, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. So my final score for this film, I gave this an 8 out of 10. This would have been an 8.5, maybe a 9 if it hadn't have been for the ending where it dragged. But an 8 out of 10 is still really good in my book. But yeah, so that was my review for Companion. I nearly had to think of what film I was reviewing. But expect more reviews this week. Like I said, I've got about 6... No. Yeah, I've got 6 cinema trips, but 5 of them are brand new releases. So expect a lot of reviews for those. But yes, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And also let me know in the comments down below your favourite thoughts on Companion. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Will you be picking it up on day one? Or if you haven't seen it, is it one you want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!